Hello and welcome everyone to another video here on my channel. Today we have Bant Control, or better said Sab-Sunen Control, because we play a card I always wanted to try and it actually is really good. It's a 5 mana 6/6, reach, trample, indestructible. Sab-Sunen can't attack or block unless it has an even number of counters on it. 0 is even. At the beginning of your first main phase, put a +1/+1 counter on Sab-Sunen. Then if it has an odd number of counters on it, draw 2 cards. So this card is a 5 mana 6/6 and it can block the turn we play it. It is indestructible, so our wrath effect will not affect this card. The only way to really deal with this is with exile effects, and there's not too many around. You have the white enchantments that do this, usually like the 2 mana ghost enchantment, or the one in the artifact deck that can deal with this. There are some cards, right? Some black cards could do it too. But yeah, this is the deal with this card is our finisher. We play this and we draw attack, draw attack, draw attack. And while we do that, we try to get rid of the entire deck, of the entire board, and we win at that time. It's a classic blue-white control splash for this card. I wanted to try it because I also think like Aurora Procession at 2 mana instant is a really cool card because you can return target card from your graveyard to your hand. Why I do think this is a cool card? Because in blue-white control I had sometimes a hard time against mill and you need a hard counter. So I added a 1 of negate here, and even if this negate ever gets to our graveyard, Aurora Procession is basically extra counter because in the control matchup you have a lot of mana, right? So this, you can look at this as 2 extra counters, and we only want to play 2 because you don't want to have them in hand all the time. We have the 3 steps ahead here, of course, as a counter. We have the 4 normalize and a negate. So you play 8 counters plus this would make 10, which is really, really nice. But you can also use this for your removals, right? You have 2 Day of Judgments here, destroy all creatures. 2 Ultima, destroy all artifacting creatures, good against the artifact decks, of course. And also these cards do not affect Sab-Sunen, which is really, really important. So that's also really nice. Like cleaning the board while this is still there is super fun. I do have added 2 Besa here, mainly for the life gain. Of course, you can treasure cards and creature, but there's like a lot of aggressive decks. This card is not so good against green, but I think against green will be quite good. But against red, I do like this card, and there's a lot of aggressive deck right now in the meta. Like when I played the blue-white in the beginning, there was less, so I had no Besa. Now I added Besa. I have 3 Get Lost here as a spot removal for the birds and all these kind of things, and to use the mana efficient in opponent's turn. Because when I play control, I like to just give them the turn and have many options. So yeah, have Get Lost here. I play Consult the Star Charts here, the 2 mana instant with Kicker, where you look at the top X cards of your library, where X is the number of lands you control. Put 1 of those cards into your hand. If the spell was kicked, put 2 of those cards into your hand instead. So I really like this one because it's also instant speed, and in the late game you pay 4, but you look maybe like 10 cards deep and choose 2. It's super powerful. This is like our main draw effect. Of course, 3 Step Ahead can do this as well. I play this Overstock up because yeah, I want to have my spot removals and my counters up. I also play Right End here. This is mainly a card you want to have against Cauldron decks because it exiles the target. When they attack, you exile it. And if it's not that important, it's basically a Get Lost for creatures. So for 2 mana, yeah, you just exile any creature, which is super strong. I also have the River Regent here, 6 mana, 6/7 rights. You draw 3 cards, discard a card on the Omen side, and when this enters, you bounce 2 non-land permanent. This is a threat, finds you the cards. This card is super good, right? We play 2 Authority, again, a lot of red decks. I don't like the haste, it's also good against the blue-white. Really, really strong card. They enter tapped, and whenever a creature enters, you get a life. Pay 2 Seam Rip here, just to have the additional on the draw removal, I would always say. Can also play 3 maybe, but I ended up with 2. This enters, exile target non-land permanent, opponent controls with mana value 2 or less until this leaves, so it's protected from Ultima because this is not artifact. Hits also Cauldron and these kind of artifacts, so it's a super good card to have in general. And yeah, it's a really straightforward deck. It's a control deck. This is the mana base, 2 Fountain Port. We have 2 Starting Towns and 4 Breeding Pools here. We have also the Archives, and we have this one here. So yeah, the deck is super straightforward, I think. I don't know what to say there. It's a control deck with Sab-Sunen, and it works really well. This card is super good. And because of this Aurora Procession, having access to more counters or like more cards we need in a certain spot, I think it's a really good deck, actually. I think I won all the games except one, so the win rate must be like, I don't know, quite high. But yeah, you can try it out. I think it's maybe like tier 2, tier 1.5. Could go tier 1 if I work on a bit more. But yeah, it's quite high. It's a quite high deck. Super fun to play if you like control and you want to have something cool like this one, right? And yeah, if you like my type of decks, if you watch my videos daily and you're not subscribed yet, feel free to subscribe, leave a like, comment, and I wish you fun with the games. Okay, yeah, I think we keep this hand. It's a bit of a weird hand though, because with the mana base is a bit... You need to find a land and everything's possible. Until then we see. Opponent took them all again, goes for green. Okay, so we're going to start up with authority here. We do have 2 spot removals, which is quite nice. They play probably chocobos. Now we're in a pickle though. We need to find a land, otherwise we have a problem. Gain the life. I'm not happy with get lost usually against them, but I have to use my mana here. Well, this helps. We don't want this. We want to find lands now. We have the removals. Worst case, we use consult. Cannot use no more lies right now, but another one. Yay. I'm gonna get rid of all the creatures right now, mainly because I don't want them to use the land tokens there. Well, now we have counter. Now we have counter and we have consult the star charts next turn. This is control, right? Like this, yeah, this is fine. They use their tokens there, but yeah, what can I do? I will not counter a chocobo. It's a good land. That is a good land. That's why I get lost sometimes, you know. It's a really good card, but they draw 2 cards of it, so not sure what to think. But yeah, we have enough, we got enough life there before. We just pass. We have double board wipe, but no matter what, we're gonna do consult the star charts here. They don't have haste creatures, so I feel kind of comfortable. And after that, we can decide how we're gonna play it. Another chocobo, okay, yeah, you can have that one. You can have that chocobo. Tunnel. Oh, it's okay, I take 5, I don't mind too much. And then 1 from the starting town. But I'm okay with that. Because I have to use the consult here. There's no other way. Maybe I want to keep the escape tunnel up here for like a Hydra in the hand. With protection in the background, but yeah. Let's consult a little bit here. We definitely take a land, and then we see another draw spell. Counter maybe. We have double removal, but lands are like the most important part usually. Do we want a spot removal here? Yeah, we're gonna take it. We're gonna take it. Okay. Well, this is gonna be a Wrath here. There are sometimes the indestructible thing, but these 2 are not like too dangerous when they use it. So that's okay. I would usually take it, but I already have 5. Do they want to save one, or do they play snails? Okay, yeah. Well, the board is clear. The board is clear. Of course, authority goes really well with right hands, as you could see before. Such a strong combination. Against landfall, our deck usually is highly favored. Tifa. Yeah, they think like they can do their things now. Cracking it here. They don't have protection, which is really nice. Dragon. Okay, we're gonna use Seam Rip on the Tifa. And we keep the River Regent up. Because we do want to find more things, but yeah, like, we want to find our god, of course. So let's go there. Like, in this position, it's really hard to lose as long as they don't have haste. Like, the mono green thing needs certain cards in play, right? Before we get to our lands and our spells. Yeah, hit me with that 2 damage. Yeah. Regent here, drawing. Some juicy lands here. Normalize here is not so good anymore. Just dropping the lands. We also got to consult again. And with that we just end. Well, as you know from my blue-white control, it's similar. We just added some other cards because of the current meta. Like, I really like Right Hand and Authority. This is really important for like Cauldron decks and these kind of things. Yeah, that's totally fine. Doubling it, 6 damage. Okay. We're still on 14, so I don't really mind. You. And... Many good options there. Many good options. I mean, they tapped out. This is a bit scuffed here, so here we have to manually tap this one. And we want this white. I'm gonna use it here, just so they cannot use any protection, and this one is gone. And then we go finish the turn. We have counter, draw, removal. Like, if you ever get to this state, there's just no way. I really appreciate that the opponent will try. Okay. I get some life. Okay. We're gonna draw again. Yep. Actually, just so they cannot protect it. Okay, so yeah, that's the card we're gonna counter later on. We had an Ultima here, but I think it's not the timing right now. And we pass. We need to find our god or creature. Okay. Can use the stupid tokens again. But now we have a consult, so I think we're gonna hit it. All we have to make sure is that we have count up for their World Soul Rage, which they have in hand for sure. Which they have in hand for sure. Yeah. Do your thing. Do your thing. Yeah. Now we're gonna draw. Probably got here. No? Wow, okay. Now we take one of these now. I'm a bit annoyed with the... Here we can just technically... We could remove it here. How much mana? 1, 2, 3, 7. Cannot really use it yet, but yeah, let's get rid of this. I don't want to use Ultima, it costs me 5. I need to have count up for their... Shock this. 7, 8. Yeah. I do need to have counter up. This needs 3. All I have to do is the World Soul Rage. I mean, sure, we can normalize, but they always go max damage. They have 3 lands in the graveyard. And they're probably now at the position where they consider it to thin out their deck, because they have all the creatures gone with landfall. So if they don't have a creature, they go like, ah, I have to use World Soul right now. dropping the land here, so 9. They will go for 7. Maybe for 4 if they're not greed, but I'm pretty sure they will use it here. It's kind of like the way this works. So yeah, we just counter it. Probably no more lies in the draw some cards and then press the god down and then it's GG. I know they do it. Sometimes I'm really like surprised how much I know these things, but yeah. It's the obvious thing to happen. Actually we're gonna go dig here for 8. We have god. And yeah, we take this one. This one is really nice because it basically gives us any card we want, we used before. Okay, here we go. We have count up. And this card will just not die. There's a possibility of a double Worlds of Rage, right? And they cannot deal with this one. We still have a counter. Technically we could also use... Yeah, that's the double one. And this one will be countered. And then they will leave the game. Because now they feel like, and then they will leave. That's what I would expect now. Okay, no. Sure. We're gonna play our dragon here. Even if they have a World Soul's Rage now, there's like nothing they can do from here. We gonna push. There's not a single card that scares me. Not a single one. They cannot get rid of this and we still have a possession. Okay, of course you always have to keep in mind your card total. But we get a lot of value right now. Gonna swing for a lot here. So no matter what, we can get the card back from our graveyard if we want to. Cute. And turn. And they're on 6. Play a Llanowar Elf. And GG. Yeah, that's how it is. Landfall, I think, is quite easy with this one. So yeah, we did it. Dinos. We go first, huh? Okay, when we go first, I can try this. I'm not too happy, but we can try. Dimir midrange, maybe. Scuffed mana. I can shock this here. So the thing is, I'm like 99% sure that we play against Mill. So I'm quite happy to hit the lands. Against Mill, we have to sure have the counters for the important targets, of course. Especially negate is important. We need all the counters for the Mill strategy. They will have counters too, so I wonder if they're gonna shoot it here or keep. So they're gonna use it, sure, makes sense. Spell Pierce is cute. Nope. Okay. I'm actually not sure if we should play a Regent here. There's another counter, maybe just play a token. So they missing lands, huh? Our life total doesn't really matter. It really doesn't. Since they mill, it really doesn't. We just need to find our mill cards more and more. Curiosity. Wait, are they not playing mill? That's wild. wild. Now I'm really confused. Even the spell piece was like a sign, huh? And I didn't see it. But that's really weird. 2 fountain ports, I think is nice. Okay, well that changes my way of thinking now. Seeing Curiosity you would not see in a mill list. Yeah, suddenly they... what in the world happens? They completely outsmarted me there. Of course, it's good for me if it's going this way, but I didn't expect this to happen. Yep. Okay, life total matters again. Life total matters. Sure. Sure. They have a lot of removal in hand. Oh, I know they have a kite, of course. At this point, they must have one. Yep. That's gonna happen.
I've trained for situation. Looks like I gotta fight my way out of this one.
I'm gonna use the river region here.
I thrive in the dark.
Even if they have spell piece, I'm ready. I could have negate, but yeah. We want most of these cards. Boah. 2 get losts. Huh. Is it a fountain port? Maybe it is. Like this is all of this is value. Kinda wanna get a dragon back here. Let's wait, my turn. Okay. I don't really like I'm not a fan of that card there. They have the 2 mana. Yeah, this one we have to do. Let's see if they have a negate or not. Okay, there's not a negate there.
Next time, I'll win.
We can drop a Beza, then they use removal. They maybe commit more. Then we have a better... Yeah, I think it's Beza here. They maybe have the 2 mana counter here. Okay, so it's just for the life. Getting a card. Or not now. But we get the tokens at least. So we get the blockers and it's fine. It's fine. I want them to commit a bit more before his Day of Judgment here. I still want to find my cards, of course. The most dangerous card is always the Curiosity for me. Okay, one more. Maybe it's a pirate, a 1/1. Or you're gonna use the map tokens. Or they're really afraid of what I could do here, huh? Well, if that's the case, we go for another Beza. They have to flash something in or draw a card. Tight Binder. I don't care. It's still a decent blocker. Like, I really don't care. I have a draw if I want to and the counter if I want to. And even if they have another Kaito, it's still fine. I have another Get Lost. Okay. Taking a bit of damage here. But yeah, I wanted to use my board wipe, of course, when I have more to get. So Kaito coming in. So we have to board wipe and destroy. That's okay.
Let's give it our all. Slim chances, just make.
We're gonna draw. We gonna draw. Okay, we found a good card. Still have to get rid of Kaito first. This one is annoying with this here, but it is what it is. Okay. So we have 8 lands right now, which is this. Get lost, huh? Another sanctuary is a bit annoying, but yeah. Yep.
There's gotta be another way out.
No more lice. It's not what I want right now. Okay. So here we can get board wipe back maybe. Then we have Sab-Sunen and board wipe. But I really do not like to see. Okay, yeah. The discard clause is not so cool. They want to keep their Tassa there, that's the main thing. I can take a lot of damage if I'm not careful here. Okay. I have to check the mana base here. It's a good blocker, hard to deal with. Hard to deal with. And the menace there is okay, we have a token if we need to. Okay, 2 tokens. And tapping. They don't really have a way. The tapping part I don't like. We're gonna use this here. If they have a spell pierce there, so be it. They don't. Okay. Spot removal and board wipe. So now our Sab-Sunen has to do the rest here. They could use 4 of these tokens there and hit me quite heavy. And they keep their land for sure. The land is something we have to keep in mind. I don't think they have a way to deal with this card, which helps me. And our card gets stronger if they decide to attack. Which they will. I think they're gonna play their card there. Okay, they go for the attack. Well, that one we block. That one we block. It's an interesting attack. That's a really interesting attack. Really, really interesting. Like, I was more scared they used their ability there. Yeah, we mill. Ah, that's the problem. That's okay, I get it now. Got it. So we need to get rid of that land there. And we are quite low. Okay, this is a Besa. Can we do board wipe and Besa? Yeah. I wouldn't get the things, but I really need the life. This card is quite scary. So we're gonna swing here. They can attack me with 1 land. I'm on 8. They can get 2 there. So we're going in. Put them on 6, so they may die to next swing. Don't have haste creatures and we have removal. Let's see. Back to 8 is important. Okay, they're gonna use it as a blocker there, which makes absolute sense. Now we're gonna draw cards. Okay, so we could swing here, but we will not. We will just pass. Can double counter this. Don't like that one. Okay, we're gonna use 2 more now, no more lies here. That's a bit a tricky one, but yeah. Still have spot removal. All I need to do is Sab-Sunen and stay on the board. That would have been a way to deal with it. I don't have lethal here. I'm on 8, and then you need 4 to activate. We're gonna attack. Yep. So now we still have spot removal and a token, and they're on 2 life. And next turn we can attack, which is good for me. That card kind of messed up the rotation of the card. Yeah, it's okay. Wow, they go in. Okay. That's GG. Even if they still had this one, I mean, like, I feel like they have a Kaito or something, and they want to tap me down, so they have to hardcast Kaito now, but we have 2 creatures. Okay, that's what they do. Now we're gonna go for... We didn't find a counter. Well, we just need removal. This one is fine. Yeah. We just needed a removal here to get rid of the body and then attack with Beza. So yeah, GG against Dimir midrange. But I was a bit confused what they were playing in the beginning, but we went there. Yeah, we have to mull. This is a mulligan for sure. Okay. Double blue is because of 3 steps ahead, right? So, have to. Are they playing mono blue? Are they playing mono blue? I'll keep this. Oh, they're playing flash. It's quite funny. I have to do it. They have to hard counter this. It's a 1 mana spell. I could have waited here a turn, but maybe a hexproof spell. Not? Okay, well then I'm happy. Double. It's funny. Well, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? They have counters, but I have to drop it. They have 3 cards left. We're on 14, okay. Yeah. 2 cards left. Can they keep protecting? Can they keep protecting it? Probably can. Most likely have to use a counter. Don't want them to get more access to more cards, because the only way out is our dragon. They have Spell Pierce, impressive. Okay, Floodmaw. 5, 7, 8. We own 1. 9, Death. Yeah. Okay, Flash, funny. Can lose sometimes, it's fine. I don't know what to say. Sometimes you draw funny land combinations. But at least starting town works, right? What was the name? City of Brass or something, where you always shock yourself? Have to. This is probably a Cauldron deck. Oh, no, it's okay. I see. This is not a Cauldron deck. This is Jeskai Dragons. Maybe Beza wouldn't have been too bad actually. Okay, I don't care. Relic. Ah, I know which deck this is. Gives them 2 draws down the line, so we take this away. We take this away. I don't care if I take damage on my next No More Lies. So that could be the Coco now, which really count as well. Yeah. Then we drop the God. They could have a way to deal with it, but we have the best card against that matchup. The Ultima. There's the Snare. We cannot use it yet though. Huh. Cannot use it yet. Playing a dragon here is not bad, but I honestly prefer to draw. Like, I don't mind really. As long as I have Ultima, I feel kinda okay. I don't want to use Ultima and then just get another snare in the face. I do want them to use a net, okay? Like, all these cards do literally nothing right now. And now we have a possession, so we have 2 Ultimas. Which is also nice. All we have to do is just getting our lands done. This is a matchup I like. We already have the lands. If we have a land here, it's fine. We also can get the treasure or token. But having Ultima is super good. Yeah. I could deny it, but I will go Ultima next turn. They whiffed. What in the world is this? What in the world happened? This I never saw. Well, there's nothing to do here. They cannot win anymore. What in the world happened? Oh, it's funny. Okay, the Bay is a good card. Yeah, the Bay is a good card. But what they want to use here with the Bay? That's the question, right? That's the question. 3 steps ahead. And consult. And then we're gonna draw as well here. The tapping is, yeah, but it's fine. Just gonna keep drawing our things. Authority. Yeah, I mean, can drop. Why not? Can drop it. Makes it nice against the hasty golems. But there's still nothing I'm actually scared of. Because I want them to use the synthesizer at least. Another bay. Okay, we can get rid of 2 bays. Which is nice. They don't have a synthesizer. They literally do nothing. Maybe you're gonna draw. Yeah. I think that's not bad. They get a life here, but I still have to use the token, I think. Okay, so how much mana? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But I need 1 more land to efficiently use my dragon. Because I could get my god back. Maybe I do it actually. But then I have to tap this automatically here. So worst case I still have a counter up. I mean I have to do something. Could keep this going for longer, but it's you and well, it doesn't really matter. Yeah. Yeah, you get the life. I get it. We can counter now the snare. They could have double snare, but we can counter it now. This way we keep our god. We have a decent board. And GG. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. They whiffed there, and I never. This is a game where like I have an Ultima on hand. Like I cannot lose this somehow, especially with the authority. There's no turn that I can do anything. So GG. Lightning. Okay. We have the mana base. Procession usually on hand, but with counter, it's okay. Okay. I take another survey land here. I will not drop it next turn, but turn 3 this one seems pretty good. I mean, I could drop it if they drop a claw here. A mouse. Have to have the counter. They're turn 1, yeah. But maybe there's some war shenanigans. I have to counter. Let's see what they do. Let's see what they do. Seeing my mana base, they go maybe like, it could be like a Kona list, right? Like every little information makes you have different decisions. Okay. I'm gonna use this one here. Protecting us a little bit. While having counter up. No, nothing? That's good for me. That is good for me. No. We hit our lands. We have 6 lands in total. It's fine now. What do they play? Is it like a wee? I think it's a weenie deck, but or aura or something. Maybe they have some shock stuff. So we take 4 if there's a charm. But they can also play lightning, of course. With their avatar there. A sack. Okay. Sack down the line can be annoying. So we're gonna use it. As long as I have counter and procession, I can get this card back as well. Yeah. And they can, of course I draw this. I was like thinking, what if I draw a seam rip? And then there we go. I do need to find a card to draw. Until then we just play with what we can. Heartfire. Okay. This looks like a similar list I used to play long ago. The Heartfire one we can use the seam rip. But the counter I really want to use for something bigger. They always play around my no more lies, it's like their thing now. No. Let's do this again. Need to find a base against them. The card I'm worried the most, obviously, is Nemesis. It's quite scary. They have these tokens there, and I don't know why they not use it. Like, it's just there now. I'm gonna shoot me, I guess. I'm gonna counter this. They play around my counter all game long, so I do have an Ultima in case they drop a creature. And an instance card. Okay. Well, we have to use it. Lightning is the next card. Yeah, the lightning I cannot stop right now. I mean, I can with Right's End, but yeah. Doesn't have haste. And there's no backup for it, so yeah. We still need to draw cards at one point. All the drakes are not here, all the consults are not here, not even the 3 steps ahead. We have Right's End for lightning, which we will use here. %100%. 100%. They have probably some more damage in hand and try to get me with lightning, but cannot allow this. Maybe they shoot me now, but what should I do? They can go like damage here. I'm tapped out. They're not. That's the card I want to see. Counter and draw. Beautiful. Beautiful. What is that flash here? Like, we're actually gonna counter this here. And then we draw. I have to use this so I can actually use something else as well. I'm still on 15 life, you know. 15 is quite high. Okay. Now could be a Boris Charm, right? Helix, okay, go 12. Would still like to find more things here. The Nemesis is not cool. Nemesis is absolutely not cool. Not finding anything I can really cast to draw is a bit... Okay, before they get any extra shock for that. Still have Bezos in the deck. Gonna draw. 2 cards. I take a Beza here all day, just to be safe. Beza, God, removal, counter. Okay. Well, it's gonna be this one and this one. Weird draws. My turn. Here we go. Dropping the Beza. Mana. All the tapper is crazy sometimes. Crazy, crazy. If they remove it, that's... Yeah, no, we counter this. I still have the counter for... And I want to draw, of course. I still have the counter for the Nemesis here. We're on 13 and have Beza on board now. They could have Get Lost, but I'm okay with that. That's fine. That is fine. That card is dangerous with Nemesis, of course. Yeah, yes, on 13, and a comfortable 13 with counter and dragon here. Double fountain port. So I think I'm okay. I go 10. Okay, I go 10. The card I really want to counter is Nemesis. Other than that, I'm not too worried right now. Okay. They gain 5 life, huh? Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna remove that one. Yep. It doesn't matter actually. Still have a counter and consult. This is a point where we actually drop a dragon, I think. While still having counter up. Yeah. We could draw even more, but this is a pretty good card. It blocks everything well except Nemesis, and the Nemesis we counter with our treasure here. So, yeah. Now we try to find Besa again. That could be the card that does exactly 10 damage, so I have to be a bit careful. I died to this before. Not once, only. We have double counter, they can use their land there, but we definitely attack. Yeah. These games are a bit slow here. I didn't find a single god, which is so funny. Okay, that's damage, that one you have to counter. They want to go for the more damage, it's perfect target for no more lies here. Perfect target for no more lies. You definitely want to go for the max damage here. Like, any creature I counter with 3 steps ahead though. Nope. 1 mana. Sack, yeah, that's okay. They have 1 card in hand, huh? And this card can block right now. I will base on next turn. I'm gonna have my count up here, just in case. Sab-Sunen! Draws me 2 cards next turn, which is super nice. They don't do anything, we just draw. And we draw 2 more. Put them on 11. Actually can play it first as well. Because otherwise they maybe shock themselves, so we don't get life, which is better, I think. Here. Getting more life is always good. Go back to 14, counter up. We good. If they have the 10 damage, I would have to use it here now. But our board looks pretty strong, huh? I love this card. Play 5 mana, get the blocker, and draw 2 cards. It's just so good. Really, so good. Yeah. Yeah, at this point I think it's definitely over. It's been over for a while now, but yeah, you never know. So yeah. Yeah. We keep this. Is this mono green? We don't have removal or we have counters. Just hope there's no Tifa coming in. Tifa is a bit of a problem, but we have card draw later on. White mana. Okay, kinda surprised. What? What is going on? I'm really confused here. Rabbits. Okay, yeah, rabbit go in. To play nothing is good for me too. Preserving some life total here. I still have no more lies. Which I will use here on mostly everything they drop on me. If they don't do anything, then okay. Different lands. Yeah, we go fountain. What are they doing? I'm so confused. I don't get their deck yet. Like, can be anything. Can be control just with this one. Absolutely. That would be like really funny. I'm gonna do this here. Draw next turn. have counter and draw, because the main thing I'm scared is that my main draw gets countered. So we just have a blocker now. It's totally fine. Hawk. Okay. We're looking for board wipes, of course. Topping. I'm not happy about that. I'm gonna draw here. I'm gonna keep my count up. Get to play around my cards, of course. Have removal and counter, so that's fine. Take another one, we still have that thing. Okay, we're on 15 life, which is still a good life total. That land is not cool. I'm a bit scared of the land. But I have Auroral Possession, so I should be okay. So they have counters, huh? We have counters too. Well, maybe they have another counter. That's scary to do. Yeah. Okay, 1 damage is totally fine. And we play another land. This is, I really love Auroral Possession. Auroral Possession. Auroral Possession. Tricky one. But it's a really good card. Yeah, you can get 1 hit in. We're gonna use Consult the charts here. If they counter it, they counter it. Consulting. We are consulting. We take another consult. And a Day of Judgment. And then we pass. This right's end is really important for the land there. I really do wonder what they play and stuff, but that one I don't allow. Yeah. We're gonna also draw here. 2 mana open, should be okay for Spell Pierce. Okay, we have to discard a card here. I mean, right now it's actually this. They have a land there that can attack. They have 1 creature in play. And if they play the land there to attack, we can actually get rid of the land. So, let's see how they do it. If they only attack with this one, I don't care. The cat is annoying. Okay. My turn. We need to find our creature. No, it's a creature. Yeah, our hand is so stacked and we're still on 12. A bird. They're playing Flash. It's really funny. It's my last counter, but here I'm gonna use only like this. I'm gonna use it like this. I want to keep my life total kind of clean. The Aven Interrupter. So they play Flash. I also have a Flash deck, but it's kind of funny they play it cheap early on. Yeah, this one is the one I need to get rid of. They'll get a map token. I cannot stop that. Okay. Not cool. Not so cool. 2 creatures, huh? Two creatures. Should we bounce them? I think we do. Like, this is the good spot for our dragon. I don't care the hexproof thing. Something big. They could have removal though. But this slows them. Yeah. Getting our life back too. What is the next? It has to be some sort of removal. Okay, yeah. Okay. I will get my counter here. I have another one on hand, so. They do have flash there though, we have to keep that in mind. I draw weird. I really draw weird. Still on 11, so that land there is a bit annoying. Okay, so this is an interesting spot, right? I'm gonna do this. And I also still have a way to get rid of the land there. Play possession. They can have an answer again, but what can I do? This land has to go. Another one? Okay. Yeah, that's fine. That is okay. 2 creatures over there. I would like to draw, but I don't see a way. This is a flyer too, huh? It's plotted, so I have to use it here. Yeah, I think we're okay. I mean, we just go back on 13. That attacking land can be annoying, but we have more answers for that. Just need to find it. Just need to find it. And our consult will find me the cards I want now. I will use it here for sure. Are you gonna use it? This one. This one. This land. Please go away. Finally. Please go away, land. Playing against flash type of deck is not easy with control, but we manage splitting up again. Okay. Yeah, we can resolve this. That's all we want. Now, opponent will not have a fun time. They have to basically finish me with the Healer Sock. They can maybe exile it somehow, but not many of these cards. That's why I think Sab-Sunen right now is a really good card. And usually when I say something like this, then it happens. So yeah, this Hawk can get kind of big. Okay. So we have a big Hawk coming in. Yeah, that's one of these cards. Yeah. That I'm even every time I talk about these things, this is of course what's gonna happen. Cannot prevent it. We have many cards to deal with this, of course. We take a big hit though, but we just need to raft this now. Okay, they don't have a counter, so we just need to find a Wrath, any removal, and I think we got it. And they do not want to keep that counter on top, so they will bottom it now. They just want to have the max damage here. Why would they keep it? I have a lot of... Okay. Yep, we take 6. It's dangerous. It's dangerous. Can we find anything? Usually we can. many cards actually. Well, this one I like. And a counter. My turn? Why is there a stop in my turn? Well, that's a funny draw. But yeah, Seam Rip, good card of course. For 2 more, I think it's a good deal. Good deal to get the god back. Okay. They have a lot of life, so it takes a bit too long maybe. They don't have a creature to get rid of Sab-Sunen right now. We're gonna start making the creatures now. But our life is a bit... Okay, they need this one. This is the only one they have to deal with it. And now I'm gonna search for my other creatures. I have still Dragon left, I have a Beta left. Mockingbird. They want to copy it. That's a no. That's a no. A hawk. We're gonna draw. I'll just get rid of all the creatures here. Interesting, we didn't find anything good. Okay, they tapped out, huh? Yeah, they tapped out. Now we would have played this, we have removal again, and now it's going to be hard for them. Once this one is rolling, it's rolling, so... Hey, another winner of the deck. I would say it went really well. GG. The deck did exactly what we anticipated. I don't think there was a matchup where I was scared. I was a bit lucky against the Dimir midrange. They were kind of slow, so this of course always favors the control deck then. We played against Flash. We won, not easy. But Flash is quite a tricky one. Of course, always control doesn't like Flash, but we have many removals. And this is why I like Consult. Have that instant speed, so we don't have to stock up and stuff. And we can do their things in their turn too, so they are forced to react or not. And the 1 mana is really nice against many decks. So maybe add 1 more Scene Rip. Could be the play. But I really enjoy this deck. What do you think about the deck? Did you like my control build again? And if you like my kind of videos, feel free to subscribe, like, leave a comment. You can always write me too. And with no further ado, I wish you a good night and good day where we are. See you guys next time.